Welcome back, my fellow automotive aficionados. Welcome back, welcome back. The shop is kind of a wreck. I don't really care. We're gonna roll with it. I put up some tools, but we still got a lot to do. As I'm marking stuff off the fridge, I'm putting stuff right back on there. The to-do lists are getting smaller in task, but more plentiful with finishing up, which isn't a bad deal. I went ahead and commissioned Timmy Watson, Timmy Stitches, to go ahead and start on the seat, the door cards, all that stuff. So that leaves me with getting the gauges done. I need to get that done soon. I jumped on YouTube. There was no Dolphin gauges into a square body video, so I will be making one of those. Now, this isn't a to-do channel, so I'm not going to be putting that to-do on this Whiskey Dent platform. That'll be a different video. You guys can certainly go check it out because it's going to be pretty neat. But I got new dash pieces. I've got a lot of stuff. Headlights will be in today. Steering wheel will be in today. The door seal kits with the window seal trim so the doors will quit rattling will be in today. Just a lot of stuff starting to show up, and it's all the small stuff that helps me finish. So there'll be some progress in this video that you guys will get to check out. My hope is that within a couple of weeks we have this buttoned up to where I can start doing shakedowns on it, that sort of thing. So I don't want to keep you guys. Let's see here. Oh, a lot of new subscribers. Hey, welcome to the channel, guys. My name's John. I'm nobody special. I'm just a guy with a family and a shop behind his house. Works for a living, but I enjoy tinkering with stuff and building cool junk. So if you're into that sort of thing, the truck here is Whiskey Dent. This is what I started this YouTube platform on. Check out some of the past videos and check it out. It's bagged, it's 4-linked. And I did all the C-notch, everything. Shorten the bed. It's all in there, guys. So if it's something you're interested in, stick around. And if you do like this, you know, at the end of the video, you know, throw a thumbs up. Subscribe if you feel you found value in it and you want to proceed. To all the OGs, man, let's rock and roll on this. I'm ready to get started. Welcome to Potter County, Patina. Let's crush this shit. All right, guys, we're back out here on Whiskey Dent. The headlights, everything's in. I've got a few hours. I'm going to go ahead and pull this Phantom grill off there and get the new LED headlights in. We've got the new cases for the markers, the marker lights. So I'm going to have to retrofit in there because they typically mount to the grill. And that's not going to happen on here. So I'm going to put you guys in lickety split mode and y'all check this out. so here's the part where spontaneity kicks you right in the teeth. So the original headlights I was gonna get had a little red dot right in the center, which was cool. But I was like, maybe you won't see that through the Phantom grill. So, you know, yeah, I was kind of contemplating it. Well, they sent me a deal and told me they were out of stock of them after I ordered it. And it only said they had 3 in stock anyway, and I needed 4. So I got a different brand. I'm really happy with the way they look. However, spontaneity kicked me right in the teeth in this instance because I didn't read the full ad. I need the, what's it, H4? HID, LED, 12 volt to LED relay. Dang it. And I got 2 sets of these. So there's another 40 bucks. So I didn't save any money whatsoever. Right in the teeth every time. I'm gonna flip you guys around, show you this right quick. And I dig it. So I mounted those running lights up top instead of at the bottom. One, I just think they look cooler. But 2, with the Phantom grill, you don't have any tabs to mount anything to. And if you guys know anything about square body, they have those vents like this on both sides. So I just took them out and recessed them back in there and epoxied them in. So I guess I'm gonna get some LED relays so I can have headlights that work. Dang it! But anyhow, I'm gonna call it a night for now, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow sophisticants and aficionados, today is the day. I had to plug in my street light. Today's the day for what you ask. Today is the day that we install the gauge pods with the new Dolphin gauges in there. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, proceed back to a few videos and you'll catch up on speed. This is going into Whiskey Dent. This is a Dolphin gauge set that is going to go into the truck here. So let me go around this side. I'm going to keep this brief because I don't have a lot of time to waste and I need to get y'all on lickety split mode. So I put these gauges in so we can break in the engine. It's done. Those are going to go on the 53 truck, better known as backwash around here. Y'all haven't seen it yet. But that's going to be the next one we do. It's a pretty cool truck. So I got to get that done so that I can get all the engine vitals. I got to get the fans wired in. I got to get this wiring buttoned up, and I have 4 hours to do that before I pick one of my kids up from school. Got the headlights in yesterday, the fog lights. They have to have a H4 relay, something about a negative ground situation, so those are on order. Anyhow, guys, I'm gonna quit yapping and make shit happen. So I'm gonna put you guys on lickety split and we're gonna get into this. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is gonna be pretty simple. So a lot of what we're working with is 12 volt positive, or 12 volt constant, 12 volt keyed ignition, ground, and then the rest is light illumination, which is on most of these, that sort of thing. So other than the sensors, I've moved all that out of the way. So what I'm gonna do is our little blinkers come with just a tiny little LED. They don't fit in this little hole. I'm just gonna drill a little hole right here in the side. Let me show you right quick. I'm gonna drill a hole right here in the side of this to where this just sticks in right there, but down in there, and then I'm gonna stuff something behind it. Hink, shrink, something, just something to keep it from jostling around. Is that the best way to do it? Probably not. Should I retrofit some of these light sockets that I have, because I have tons of these? Probably could. Am I gonna do that? You know what? I might be doing that. Hold on. Because I can just pull this brass out. That holds it. There's already a hole in here. Let me try that right quick. So I may just retrofit this to fit in there. That'd be a better idea. So ixnay on the plan there. So I've got a couple of these sockets. I'll just pull the, actually I ain't even got to do that because it doesn't have a circuit board on it anymore. I'll just drill out this little hole that's in the back, slide this in there, and then we're good to go there. So what I'm gonna do though is on this 4-way trailer plug, I'm going to hook all our powers. So I don't know how I'm going to color it yet, but let's say that we're going to use the brown as the ground, because I mean that's pretty close. Use the yellow as a constant, use the green as a keyed, or vice versa. I'm going to figure this out, and I'm going to put this in here. That way I can just take this in here, this in, wire it into the plug. I'm not trying to hold the dash, anything like that. I can get this in there, simply plug this in, and I've got 2 of them. So I'm going to hook the other one up for the blinkers, the headlight switch, that sort of thing, the dimmer control. I'll have all that hooked up on the second one, so that whenever I'm ready to do this, I can just set that in there, plug it in, and everything's good. If I got to pull something apart, I just unplug 2 of these 4-blade trailer deals, which makes it so much simpler. And these are always a pretty good quality. I think it's Hopkins. Yeah, Hopkins. Always been a good quality wire, and this is a big enough wire, it'll carry our current. So just wanted to touch base on that. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll let you know when I get that done. All right, this is something that I needed to show you. So the original light sockets, the sockets that the little lamps come in, I call them lamps, people call them bulbs. This is the ones that just, you know, screw in the back and all that. Just pull that lamp out. There's a tiny little hole right there anyhow. I just use that. I drilled through it with a, I don't know what size that is. This size. Just size up your shaft on the LED, and it fit right in there. And then I just put a little zip tie on the end to keep it from coming out, doing anything. I'll probably put a little bit of hot glue in there. But these will just plug right in, guys. Super simple. Now I don't have to create some sort of situation for the blinkers. They fit right in there. If something ever happens, just pull that one back out, put a new one in. Simple, simple, simple. Good idea. So thought I'd show you that. All right, cool. I think I've got all this figured out. So this switch goes in the dash, so you can go from odometer, trip, speed, or not speed, hour meter, that sort of thing. So I think the hour meter goes to 12 volt constant just when it's in 12 volt, which I'm not going to hook up because that's not a concern of mine. Green wire goes to the speedo sensor, so it's left out. This will go in the dash, like right in the little bezel. I've got everything else labeled, tied together, strung together, and then going through here. So I've got my blinkers where I can just unclip them, plug those in, and that's done, okay? So blinkers, I've got ground, ignition power, meaning keyed on ignition power, the lights for the dimmer, and a constant power. So that's it. And then over here, what do we have? Negative on the coil for the tachometer, fuel sending unit, oil pressure gauge, and temp sensor. So I think I've got it all figured out, guys. I'm gonna jump in the truck. I'm not real sure just how straight you are, and it really don't matter. So this little probe is just hooked up to a battery. So it's got 12 volts, it's got the light. Anytime this touches the ground, you get a green. Anytime it touches a constant, you get a red. So what I can do is I can go through here and just listen. So that's a ground, that's a ground, that's a ground, that's grounded. Now, when this key's on, it's connecting a lot of those. So I turn the key off. Those are still a constant ground, so I can use that. This one lost its continuity, okay? Go to this one, these are nothing. So I'm trying to find the blinker. So I'm gonna turn the key on, turn the blinker on. That's still a ground. Listen to the difference. Okay. Hear that? So that is my right blinker, so dark blue. Okay. So we're gonna get this. I'm I'm just going to take this right here. I'm going to leave enough meat on there if I ever had to do anything, okay? Okay, out of the way. Right blinker. All we should be pulling out of here is the blinkers. The headlight switch I'm taking off the headlight because it's a larger gauge wire, okay? So the headlight power, like when it turns on your dash lights, I'm going to pull it off the switch itself, not off of this. And if you remember, so this has got all those little signal buttons and all that. Most of this stuff we're not even going to use. So right blinker, okay? We're going to go back in. We're putting it on the left. Nothing. Now that one's clipped, nothing. Okay, give me just a second. Now that that one's off that circuit, this should be there we go. Okay, that's our left blinker. Leave a little meat on there. We're going to spin that around. That's our left blinker. So on and so forth. We're just going to go through this just like that, where I can just tie into it. One thing I got to do is I'm going to have to run a resistance wire on the sending unit from the back up to this. I think I know which one it is because there's only 2 pink wires up here. But on the back we had 2 fuel gauges or 2 fuel tanks. So there's 2 doubled up pink wires on here, which means 2 wires are going into one, 2 wires are going into the other, where it takes up 1, 2, 3, 4 pins, and they're all 4 pink. So I'm going to assume I'm going to have to get my wire back here, ohm it out from up there to up here, and find out which one is our wire that's coming in from the back there. So pretty simple, okay? So I'm going to continue on, and I'll touch base with you guys here in just a minute. I thought I might just go ahead and bring you guys along on this. So I've got everything sitting there. I'm just getting all my temperature and oil pressure sender, the tack wire running through the firewall. So I want to get as much of those through there as I can right now, so I can zip tie up whatever I need to zip tie up, but I also need to have it where, that scared me, I can get everything zip tied, but still have this where I can pull it out like this and set it in case I need to do anything to it. I still have that option. Now, I left like 5 foot on each one of these, so I should have plenty. If I got to add anything to it, I can do it on the outside. So I got to wrap them out there anyhow. But I want all these loomed together. Oh, get through there. It's just like a 1/2 inch hole. Let's see if I can get it straight. The tags, I can't really reach it, and the tags are hitting. Oh, there it goes. There we go. So now we just have the fuel sender. Fuel sender wire. Oh, I also have to send the the sensor for the transmission. It goes through there too. And this one's going to be short because I'm going to tap into it right underneath the cab where it comes out. There was 2 different ones under the dash, so I'm going to leave it where I can do it from the outside. That way if I got on the wrong one, I don't have to pull the whole dash back out. And you can change out the deal to set it for whatever ohm you have on there. I forgot what mine is. It's on the fuel cell already. The fuel gauge, cinder. All right, there's that. Okay, I'm gonna go out there right quick and just pull a little bit of the slack out. Got that. Now I need to put there's a green wire that's right here, and I don't know that it's going to be quite long enough to get through that. Barely. So let me get that to poke through there, because once this is in there, we can reach that one. That goes to the speed sensor for the what do you call it, the gauge. Okay, so we got that. Now we have to right blinker and left blinker. Remember, we left those little tags on there, so there's our blinker wires right there. See if I can do this peacefully. Where you at? Sitting down here. Okay. So remember, we have our blinkers right here. Remember, we already butted it up, or put butt connectors on there, so we have right blinker. Let me get in here and find the right blinker. That's an R blinker. You guys following along? Can y'all see? Sorry, my chest keeps laying on the horn button. My big old powerful chest. Right blinker's in. Left blinker. Left blinker. Then all I got to do is plug the big harness in, and we can hit the key, and everything should just power right on up. Oh. All right. Let's take a look. So the battery was dead. Of course, it died, and I was doing mid video, but I'm gonna leave it on trickle overnight. But got the gauges screwed in, the dash is all screwed together, got the heat and AC controls in there. I'm not gonna be using them, but that way there's not a big hole. The bezel on top I got doesn't have the headlight hole in the right spot for the headlight switch, so I'm going to have to alter the where I've got it in the dash. I'm just gonna measure down, drill a new hole, and move the headlight switch over to there. That way I can use that dash because it has the AC delete in the top corner. It's got a cubby hole, and that's what I want. Fans are all wired in, relays wired in. Everything should be a go. I'm not going to get into it now because I will nerd completely out and be out here for another 3 hours. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I need to go inside and eat some dinner and hang out with the family. The dash core is ready to go in. I've got the new speakers in, that sort of thing. Steering wheel's in. Just a lot of it getting buttoned up. Still waiting on the relays. Well, I just ordered them yesterday, so of course, the relay, the H4 relays for the headlights. The side marker lights still haven't come in, the LED ones. So a few small things. But anyhow, I just wanted to update that, and I'll see you guys bright and early. All right, ballers and shot callers, we got a few things to do today. I made it out here first thing this morning and put the battery on low charge trickle, and I just turned it to boil. So we're gonna get that rolling, okay? I've got the 6AN, 12AN to 6AN elbow on the fuel tank. I got the little plug for the oil sending unit. Guys, we're about ready to put some power to this and go ahead and fire it up. Check the gauges, check the fuel sending unit, make sure all that's good. So it's about to start getting exciting. Anywho, I just wanted to touch base, man. I'm gonna bring you guys along for this ride. So if you gotta go use the restroom, that sort of thing, go get it done. Get you a cold, get you something to drink. Let me put it there. It's about to start getting exciting. So I'll check in with you guys here in just a second. All right, guys, I can conclude that everything works. So odometer, the little push button for the trip, and that sort of thing. Now this is just sitting in here loosely because I don't have the screws that haven't come in yet. But guys, this looks good. I'd pull the headlights and show you, but I have the needle pulled out, and I'm gonna leave it out until I get everything adjusted, because once I push it in, I can't reach back in there and push it out because this will be covering the hole. So that's it. So AC delete. I've got the little tray down here for a new radio. If I decide to put it in, I can just weld it in and then cut that out. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that just yet. So that's another day, but got the dash cage in. I'm going to put the glove box in. I've got a new switch to put right here for the dual tanks. It's not going to be hooked up, but it covers the hole. I'm going to go ahead and do the rubbers and clean the glass on this, get this all cleaned out because the wiring is done. Everything is working. Yes! Guys, that's such a big hurdle to get over. It's not even a hurdle, but it's one of those deals you're like, shit, it just seems like it goes forever. I've had 2.5 days in this, and Sean already come by and spent like 5 or 6 hours getting everything buttoned up on the front end so that we know it's right. So it's just one of those things that you're like, wow. And I still got to wrap wires. I still got a ton to do. However, if I can get those new felts in there and get, I think one of my buddies is here. If I can get those new felts in there and get that glass clean, it's going to make me, put me in a better mood. Let me see if that's him that's here. No, just a windy ass day and it's blowing boxes around and stuff. Super windy here in Texas. Anyhow, yes, man, guys, that's such good news. So let's get on to the next chore. Hey guys, I am doing shit that I want to do right now. This bugs me, but it's more satisfying at the end. I'm gonna go ahead and get all these windows clean so I can put the new seals in, so we quit bumping doors, or so the doors quit sounding so hollow. I don't know if you guys ever have done this, but razor blade glass cleaner, get everything cleaned up, and then come back with the 4-aught, the 40000000 steel wool. Not that many zeros, but you get it. This is always so satisfying. At this point, man, it just makes me happy because this is coming together. I still got all the fab work to do, but it's nice to know that it runs. It can drive right now. I got to put a pinion seal in so I don't have any fluid in the rear diff. But man, guys, what a good feeling. I'm just using a straight razor blade for this. Nothing spectacular. That's why I never really worry about cleaning the dirt off the windows while I'm going, because anything that sticks to it's going to stick to that dirt. The dirt always comes right off. So we can get the outside clean, or get it all clean, and then do the steel wool. And man, it'll come alive. Let me get the wing winder right quick. I know this ain't fun to watch. I'm just excited, and I wanted you guys to feel the entertainment, the enjoyment, not entertainment, the enjoyment. If you're a car guy, you already get what's going on. If you're not, oh, I'm probably gonna go ahead and patina sauce this too, but I wanna get this glass clean first. I can't stand dirty glass on my rent houses. That's one thing too. We would, anytime we would do a rehab or retail, it didn't matter. Always have to have clean glass. If people are looking in, they want clean glass. And it just makes everything so much better. It's like when people drive down the road and their glass is all dirty. And mine gets dirty on more than one occasion because just the nature of my work, but it's easy to clean. We'll let this sit for just a second. All right, set long enough. This stuff just comes right off, guys. That's why I never sweat it. You'll spend more time and money with tape and doing all that than you will just getting out here and cleaning it when it's done. And if you've never cleaned your glass like this, especially on an old vehicle, this is the only way to do it. You'll see here in just a second, and it ain't even been steel wooled yet. Once you steel wool it, you'll do that and all the chrome. You can do all the hard black anodized surfaces too, or not anodized, but like this black here, but I'll mask all that off and paint that. It just depends on how rough it looks and if I want to paint the mirrors or what. So I think the mirrors would look cool white with the bumpers, just to kind of offset it all. Now I went by Timmy Stitches today too, and he's got the material, so he's gonna go ahead and start on the interior here in the next day or three. He's got a bunch of small ones he's wanting to get out first. Man, it's, oh guys, it's dope. I've never paid to have an interior done. I've always just budgeted and found old seats or something that I can make work and build the tracks up and all that. It's nice to just do it that way. The only reason I can do that is because I work my ass off and I have people I can depend on. They're all going on vacation. They're actually leaving tomorrow. Everybody, or I say everybody, Toby is, Rhonda's going too. Rhonda helps on the weekends. So that's kind of nice. Get as close as I can to all this, because this razor will clean all that old decayed shit up. Because there's going to be a bunch of dead material on this, dead being sunburnt and whatnot. All right, let me show you guys this. And I want to do that before I put the seals on, that way when I have the razor blade I don't accidentally cut one of the seals. That's the first time I've ever cleaned these windows, guys. They're in pretty good shape. I don't see any deep scratches. When you do that steel wool, you can come through here and polish all your knobs and stuff. Some sort of scratch right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Scratch right there. That's all I was wanting to do, guys. I'll roll down the window and get these seals in. Do that before we put the door panels on. Timmy's gonna do the door cards, the bottom of the door and the inserts. He's gonna get those done. So, window one down. All right, on today's episode of What Can I Cut Up is gonna be this fender. So, very similar to the passenger side fender. We gotta cut the lip out the bottom and cut out a top radius. I'm leaving the top hinge hole. I don't think we can use them, but I'm gonna try to put a unistrut on there so that we can have the hood where it still pops up. And that's for the passenger, or the driver's fender over here, so that we can run the wires. I still gotta wrap all this stuff up. I called it early last night. Actually, I didn't even call it early. It was about 10 o'clock. But no leaks, everything's working. Power's getting to everything it needs to get to, so I can go ahead and put this on. We get that put on, I can put the trim pieces on this front right here, front right there, get the front grill on, get the bottom valance mounted up. We'll have the front buttoned up. Yes! So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna jump over here, get the pinion seal in, get the drive shaft bolted up, and at that point we can drive. Now, not that I'm going to, but I'm gonna move this out of the way and pull this truck up where I can open up all the doors. Because on this side, on the driver's side, it's cramped when you get over there, and you don't want to scoot it more over this way because then you're cramped up right here. So I'm gonna move it forward because we've got a lot of fab stuff to do on the back, and it's easier for me to just walk over here, have my welding cart here, meaning my small welding one, have the truck sitting up here where I can work on the back, and we can open up all the doors, because now we're gonna be tucking in interior panels and doing all that as we're fabbing up everything. So this has graduated from working spot 1 to get her done 2. So yes, yes, man, it feels good to get some shit done. This is so exciting. So that's the plan. And I got to get all this trash out of here. I got 4 55-gallon drums, and 2 of them are full, and I got a whole bed full of boxes to get out of here. So let's begin. Well, let me be the first one to tell you that this isn't gonna be the easiest way to go about this. These trim pieces, of course it's all reproduction. I mean, they're pretty close, but they're not a accurate fit, so to speak. That other one, I had to take the clips out. The clips held it out further than what it would with the sitting. I don't know. As soon as I get done scooching the fenders over and all that, then I'll check that out, but they're not fitting up in there so well. The driver's door's got to be moved over to accompany that fender. Both tires, and it's setting up, not even at ride height, but it's setting up. Both tires, you can't even hardly turn without the tires rubbing. And I knew it was going to be close, but I didn't figure it was going to be that. And I'm not going to clearance any more out than what I already have. I'm just going to have to get smaller tires. and wheels. Oh, come on, bend over, sucker. And you try to be careful with this stuff because that stuff happens. There we go. There. But none of this stuff fits in awesomely, I should say. So I figured y'all might want to watch me struggle through this. And I may do it like, let me take these out first and see how this is even going to work. Because I will fight this for, like on that one, 45 minutes. Well, this one's a little closer than that one was to begin with. Oh, not bad. See how far back that is? If you're looking at there, you can see light through that. It's like a 1/4 inch. So, with that in there, see the lip goes to the inside. This is what sucks about these. Okay, bottom one's in. Hold it with a pinky. Top one's in. See if we can finagle it in place. That one's in. That one's in. They send you the little clips, but they don't send any nuts with them. What good's that gonna do me? Shoot! And I don't know. That one, see, that one just popped out. Great. Come on. This is the same thing I did on the other side, just fight with it. Get it back up here. Pull it back out that way. There goes that one. Because that has to go in first. Back in. Back in. Well, that one went way smoother than the other. So anyhow, God, still a huge gap on it. Don't even fit the fender good. Wonder if, where's it touching? I may just get a block of wood and beat that around the corner, because they fit horribly. They should have a little curve to them, and they just don't. That or, no, the core support's meeting up with the fender pretty good. Maybe, move this. Maybe take that and Beat that fender in a little bit right there on the front. Whew, anyhow, I'll figure this out and catch up with you. All right, guys, here's where we stand. Oh man, it's like midday. Well, actually, it's around dinner time, I think. Shoot, I don't know. I know the kids are here and they've got a buddy staying the night with them, so I know that. Here's where we're at. Thad come by and helped me get the fenders somewhat aligned. Now, I don't know that this wasn't cattywampus to begin with. Remember, when I got this, it was missing a fender, and one of the doors was pushed in a little bit, and the other fender and other door were crunched in. Or crunched in, like the wind folded the door back and it creased it, and then they used pliers to get it to open and shut. It's something I've seen before. Let me show you where I'm at, because I think what I might do is go ahead and patina sauce this thing. I'm at the point where I'm tired and I need to make some progress. So I think that might be something that motivates me. So let me show you where we're at, guys. I am so stoked about this. So the front's done. It looks so good. The LED lights are tucked up in there. The little lower valance piece right here is on there. Thad come by. He hasn't heard it. He was a bit sick, so he helped me install the engine, but he hadn't seen it with the bags and everything. So I showed him around everything. We played with it a little bit. But I'm a little tired, and I feel like before I start the fab work, I still need to button up the wiring. I'm about to start writing some more stuff on the fridge, and still got the back to clean up and do and fab up a bunch of stuff. So, but I kind of feel like doing something fun and cool. And the patina sauce, I mean, it's ready now. I usually wait till the end to do anything like that, like clean it and wash it, just because it helps me get to the end, because I'm like, man, I want to get that done, but I need to do this first, but after close to 3 months of working on this thing, I need motivation where I can get motivation. So I got the hood wiped down. Now, I don't know, you can see some swirl marks in here from the 400. I don't know if that's something that's going to show through. If it does and I don't like it, I'll just mineral spirit it all off and go from there. But we got both fenders on. Y'all ain't even really seen this side since we started this whole deal. So this side is super cool. The gaps aren't great, and until I get the hood on there, I'm not real sure. Like this, I can pick it apart, I'll put it that way. However, it's one of those deals that, am I just being picky? Because, I mean, we got this thing shimmed way high to get this body line looking good. This door seems like it still could scoot back. I've tried it before with no luck, so I don't know. I'm just kind of at a point where I'm like, Windex this thing off real good, get it nice and clean, just put some sauce on it and have a cigar tonight. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But that's that side. This graphic, he does so good on that. That's this side. That is so cool looking. This door has more stuff to it because this door, I didn't sand as much on and that sort of thing. So this one looks really good. So with that being said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might just go ahead and patina sauce it. I don't know. I probably just need to eat. Remember before and I started getting kind of delirious and crazy and a bit cranky? I yelled at my dog a minute ago, so I'm pretty sure I'm hungry. I might do that. I might go in there and get me something to eat, finish my cigar, and then just sit back and look at it. I know one thing, it's badass, and I don't care who you are. So, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. Well, guys and gals, this is where I call it quits for this week. It's late Saturday. I don't feel real hot. It's a little cold. I'm hungry. You know, probably time for me to go sit down, relax, get something to eat. I'm gonna come out here tomorrow and clean like I usually do on Sundays and do something. There's a lot done. The back end is all wrapped up, wire looms, bolted to the frame. It's done. I'm tired. I'm beat. So, as old Carl would say, Sling Blade, ain't got no gas in it. How do you ain't got no gas in it? I reckon I ought to try some. I reckon you were awfully nice to me. Oh, anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Peace. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out. Potter County Patina. Deuces.